Okay, can everyone hear okay? You can see the screens? Okay, well, let's get started. Firstly, I just want to welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us today in our, I guess it's really April-May showcase webinar. Usually we do them at the end of the month, but this one got held over 1 week just because we had another sort of support webinar. I'm taking it today. My name's Mandy. You would have dealt a lot with Sheena in the past, and our dear Sheena is going on maternity leave. So it looks like I will be taking the reins while she's away. Now, we've got our chat box today, so if you've got any questions, I might get Alyssa or Sheena just to monitor that chat box for me. And I think too in Go Training here you can raise your hand. We do have a Q&A at the end, so we might even be able to discuss some things there. Now, I am recording this webinar today, so we'll have that available on Canvas. So if you've got any other staff that would like to have a look at the new release stuff, it's there for later on. Now, today we'll be talking about version 8.4.2 and 8.4.3. They're basically, they turned out to be really consolidated builds. We had 8.4.2 and there was a problem with the warehouse, so we've just consolidated them into 8.4.3. Now, today for you, I've got some new features that you'll be able to get your teeth into, as well as some maintenance items or fixes, for want of a better word, just from some issues that you guys have reported to us. Okay, I just wanted to review something that just does come up every now and again. I just will mention, just checking your version number, just reminding everyone how you do actually check it, just in case there's anyone that doesn't know how to check their version number. But basically, when you're in MVibe, if you go down to the bottom corner, you left click on the cogwheel there, so you can see that in the bottom right hand corner. It comes up on the startup screen, and on this display I've got here, the running version here is 8.4.2. Okay, so that's where you'll get your version. So when you're talking to support or you're talking to Sheena or I and we're talking about versions, that's where you can look, and that's where you can compare to what versions we're running with our new releases. Okay. Okay, so let's do a little bit of overview of what we're going to be talking about today. So I'm going to run through some new features. So we'll be looking at some new features in the bookings and the interaction space. I've also got some maintenance updates for you, so we'll go through those. We've got some new features coming soon, so I'll just touch on those just to give you a little bit of a taster. I'll also discuss some initiatives that we're putting together that we want you to be involved in. And then at the end, we've got our Q&A. So if there's any questions or answers that you have that you'd like us to answer, we'll do our best to do that. Okay, so I'm going to start next on our new features. Now, again, I've just sort of consolidated. A lot of these were in 8.4.2, but really when you go to get your upgrade, it's going to be 8.4.3. So I've just put together today 8.4.2 to 8.4.3. So also too, I'll just mention, I have done some video material with this, and I am having a bit of a chuckle here because you're about to see why I work in IT and not Hollywood. I'll just prepare you for what's about to happen, but the videos do show a lot more than just the screen dumps, so we'll have a look at those. Okay, so the first thing I'd like to go through with you is the contacts. We've got a new ID section where you can put in the healthcare card ID. So I'm just going to take you through how that happens now. Okay, so let's talk healthcare card. Contacts. My contact is Smith. Smith. That takes me to identifications. Click here on Okay, so that was our Contacts Healthcare Card ID, and don't say I didn't warn you on the Hollywood thing. Next, we're going to have a look at bookings. A new feature that we have now is the reserved booking count display. And I've just got a little note here that the reserved bookings count, it's not currently live. It only updates on refresh of the page. So you'll see as we go through the video how it sort of all comes together. Okay, let's talk about the reserved booking count display. I'm going to head here into bookings. Now when I go into diary view, I can see straight away I've now got 5 reserved bookings. If I also click on day, that will also show me the number of reserved bookings I have. If I was to click on the tile of reserved bookings, it now takes me to all the reserved bookings that I've currently got in the system. Now Nancy decides that she's going to confirm the booking. From here I select Nancy, just click confirm. Confirm, say yes. Back to the display, I can see here I've got 4 reserved bookings. Okay, and the next feature I'd like to talk with you today is the interactions. In this interaction screen, we're going to talk about having a new admission type whereby the admission type will be highlighted with the star icon on the interaction screen. This just came up as a request that a member category was to get a towel when they come into the centre, and so we want to be able to recognise that member type compared to, say, someone that's just coming for a swim. They're not actually like a gold member or a certain membership classification. So we'll just have a look at that now, and you'll be able to see how that sort of all hangs together. Okay, so let's talk about special groups and interactions. Let's start here with data management in our admission types. I'm going to edit the gym member. We want our gym member, when they come through, to be recognised so that we can give them a towel, like the other admission types. So if we move down here, I'm going to tick admission highlighted and click save. If I then move to my contacts tab, let's tag in a member here. So how about we go through this? Let's tag and gym member and tag. Fantastic. Now we'll move along to our interaction screen. You can see we've got somebody tagged in, and here's our Mindy. She's got her star, so where she comes in, we're going to tag. Awesome. So that's how the star on the membership category is going to work in interactions. So we'll move along now to some more new features. So here we're talking about our contacts. We've now got the removed references. That's now only available in data management. Okay, so previously you could actually see that within the contacts in the fields in contacts, and we've removed that now, so that'll only just sit basically alone in data management. And another small sort of thing that you may be interested to know is that there is now a clear button. So when you're doing any time span fields like hours or minutes and you need to reset it, you'll just be able to click on your clear button. Okay, so let's move into maintenance. So thanks to you guys, there's lots of little tidbits we need to fix up from time to time, so thanks for your feedback. Today I've just cherry-picked some of these maintenance items, or basically bug fixes. And the reason for these particular ones is I just thought they might be ones that more people were having an issue with and wanted to be made aware of. Okay, so let's have a look at those. So first off, we've got online membership. Fires off a welcome email. Okay, so let's take a look at our online membership. Firing off an email. So we go to memberships. And here, Katie is going to write a membership. And it's going to look up front. Standard membership. It's going to. She's going to make this membership for herself. Payments now, so we're going to pay it from the credit card. Let's just details. Okay, so now we've triggered management in the environment. Let's just check that email is fired out. So we go here to email report, and here we can see Katie Perry, and here's their membership. Details. Okay, so that one was a little bit of an issue. That just gives you a little bit of an idea what that one was really about. But basically now, yes, your online memberships sale will file off their sign-up welcome email. Another one that came up was when someone had configured medical condition tags. When you went onto the online portal, there was difficulty with this add and edit. So let's have a look at that one. Okay, so here is George Clooney. We can see from his contact info, he has medical conditions of diabetes and allergy. Let's pop over to online now, change some details. Here we are now online, and we have to change some details. So we're going to head down to our dashboard, and here we will move to personal details and then down to edit details. So I want to change my phone number, so we go here and let's change that now. Just go to update. And done. Oh, okay, guys, I just got the message. Can't hear the audio on the video. I'm not sure what's happening with that. I don't know. I'll just try one other thing. Just a moment. Just let me see. Okay, I'll just try this one. See if you can hear this now, if this is a little bit better. And we're just having a look now at Katie Perry. And can you hear that? Two passes. A little better? Oh. Okay, not to worry. Let's just got one that's expired. It actually expired on the 31st of December 2020, and then we've got a current pass that's valid until 2022, which is going to Australian time. So now let's pop over to online and have a look at it. Now, take a Perry's account. Let's have a look at those passes. Now click on Okay, I don't. It sounds like people couldn't hear the sound properly on that, so that may be a work in progress there. That was the last video anyway, so that's fine. Can you guys still hear me talking now, though? You can hear me talking, okay? Oh, okay, no worries. Okay, so the last part is groups. Let's have a look at that. I may have to just talk you through this one like we were saying. We'll see how we go. Basically, with groups, there was an issue with the class roll excluding cancelled admissions. So we're just going to step through now, basically registering some group fitness people in the class, cancellation, and then we'll revisit the roll to make sure that it reflects the correct number. So let's have a look. Okay, looking at group fitness now, we want to make sure that our roll that have cancelled their admission. So we'll have a look here at RPM. You can see that there's 4 that have tagged in for the class, and if we head over here to print roll, we can see it reflects the people that we've got registered for the class. Now we've had a late departure. Don Lemon has decided that he no longer can do the class. We have a look here in contacts. Let's go to Don. So Don's leaving the class. Yeah. And let's just tag him out. That there. Okay, head back over to groups. Let's just update there. So we're just so now we can see he's no longer tagged into the class. Now let's check out print roll. Printing make sure it doesn't appear there, and that's all looking correct. Okay, we're just going to move now into some honourable mentions. That's sort of it for the video. I'll have to work on that for next time. Sorry, everyone. It sort of plays perfectly to me here, but obviously out in the real world it hasn't come through, so slight technical issue there. But let's move on to our honourable mentions, and that's webs and teams. I'm not sure if we've got some real heavy teams peoples here today, but I just wanted to mention these because we did sort of give teams a little bit of love, so I'll just go through the dot points with you. So we've got web passes are configured with expiry dates. They will succeed now. There was a bit of an issue there with those ones, but they'll go through. Then we've got teams, team registered online. It will automatically allocate the team captain on registration. Okay. And our online rego payments, they'll now show as a pending payment in the teams till they're settled, till the money's settled. And our last one, online display, the dashboard for teams configures the location and time correctly online if there's been any fixture changes. So that's our team. Okay, so let's move on, and we might talk now about some new features updates. Just a little bit of information for you guys. We're in the early stages of our facilities and venues management developments. We completed this week phase 1 of testing, feedback and review. So we're in the very early stages. And these initial stages basically encompass some enhancements to the online booking spaces. And so that's going to be things like entering multiple time ranges on an online booking and booking a particular resource. So that might be like your favourite tennis court, things like that. Okay, so watch out for those online booking space enhancements coming soon. Okay, I'm just going to give you a little sort of review here on our agile product development. Basically here we have this continuing cycle of agile development with these short sprints of 2 weeks. And so basically we collate and prioritise all the work that we'd like to have done. That comes from a team in the product council, and that's made up of all facets of Jonas Leisure, sales support, the development team, professional services, and not forgetting you guys with customer voice. We collate and prioritise. Then the team selects the work possible to commit in a 2-week turnaround. Then there's feature testing, feedback and review by Sheena and myself, and then basically the process starts again. So it's just an evolving process, working on those 2-week turnarounds. Okay, next is initiatives. The initiatives, basically, we're looking at what you guys are going to say, and how we're going to do that is through questionnaires. So we're going to collate a list of new features for MVibe, and these new feature ideas come from your suggestions as well as ones we have here. Okay, again, we're going to collate and prioritise those, and currently we're in the early stages of that process. From there, we'll need you guys, your input to vote and to create some sort of statistical feedback. So just be aware and stay tuned on those upcoming questionnaires. Okay, Q&A. Did anyone have any questions about what we've talked about today, or any other questions? Everyone's quiet. Crickets. Louise, I can see yes. You don't have a question? Anyone? Okay. Okay, well, I'd just like to say thanks to everyone that's attended today, and leave that technical issue with me. Oh, hang on, someone's just asked me. With reserve bookings, can we tailor which resources can accept reservations? So that's your bookable online. So currently now you can say which bookings that you want to have online. So it'll be a similar process. You'll be able to have the bookings that you want people to be able to book. And from there, then they'll be able to reserve, and then you'll be able to confirm. So yes. Did anyone else have any other questions? Someone's sending me jokes here, stop it. Okay, so what I want to do is thanks everyone for attending today, and I hope I've sort of given everyone a little bit of an overview of what's just been released. Now, if you could do me a favour, you may get a little feedback form coming up in Go Training, and I would appreciate if you could give me some feedback, just so when I'm working on these webinars I can tailor them to what you guys want. So that would be fantastic if you could fill that in. Okay, thanks everyone, and I'll see you next time.